Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. Dynamite J. Andrews here, along with the gas man Logan Creed.
That's right.
So don't ever eat Taco Bell and then come film a show about wrestling. But wait, we do that all the time, so I guess that's bad advice.
Yeah.
Either way, episode after All Elite Wrestling, AEW's Double or Nothing. Did you watch it?
Yes.
I watched it as well. Overall,
The next day.
Overall, thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down.
I give a thumbs up.
I give a thumbs up as well. I'm not a AEW's going to kill WWE kind of guy.
No, I'm not either.
But overall, really enjoyed it. Welcomed a what you say a new
product.
Yeah, a new product. That's what I'm looking for. So overall, I was excited about it. We'll do a quick rundown of what's all happening or what all happened at AEW. I know you got the results written down.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll touch on the matches, maybe not, depending on if we liked them or whatever. But overall,
I enjoyed the show.
I enjoyed it as well.
I have no reason to not watch it. Honestly.
What was your favorite?
Favorite match? I really did like Cody and Dustin.
Yeah.
The match I didn't think was going to be great, but I really wound up really liking was Best Friends versus Jack Evans and Angelico.
Okay.
I thought it was a really good tag team match.
Okay.
And then Uno and Dos, the evil Smash Brothers.
Yeah, the evil smashes.
Showed up with like 19 minions.
Yeah,
I don't know how many it was for real, but they kicked the crap out of them. But that was really cool.
Right. I actually liked Kip Sabian and Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, that was a good
that
match.
May have been
it was a good opener.
My favorite. I did like all of the match. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There was stuff I liked in every match. I really thought the Goldust Cody Rhodes was good. I thought Jericho and Omega was good. I thought the Young Bucks and Lucha was good. I thought all the matches you thought were going to be good were good.
Yeah.
I liked the Kip Sabian and Sammy Guevara because in reality it probably showcased two guys that not a lot of people may have knew of or known of. So I think that's why, to me, it was probably the best match for me.
Yeah.
Because I do like the underdog, the young guys, we're not established guys yet. I mean, I don't know why that's a rule of mine, but it just tends to be that way.
Yeah.
And I know of Guevara. We have some mutual friends.
I think we saw him in MLW a time or
Yeah,
two.
yeah. First time that I saw Kip Sabian. So overall, that was probably the match for me. Just simply because it was,
Two lesser known people.
Right, yeah.
And they really bust their ass.
They really worked hard. Cool spots, cool finish, cool match.
Mm-hmm.
Both guys worked really hard. I thought everything flowed well. So overall, I thought, to me, that was my pick for match of the night.
Okay.
All right, let's go over the results.
Okay, I was just going to say this was the announcers. Alex Marvez,
Yep.
Excalibur, and Jim Ross.
Right.
Didn't think Alex Marvez brought a damn thing to the table, to be honest with you. I thought he was boring as sin.
And Jim Ross was not in the pre-show.
No.
So to me, I think it just comes down to a two-man group. Like, I enjoyed him when it was just him and Excalibur. But once JR got there, like, I think I just really prefer a two-man
Yeah,
group.
I do too. Like, they were talking over each other.
Right,
literally
right,
at points.
right.
It's just it's hard for three people to have one conversation.
Yeah, and that's what it's supposed to be, is really a conversation. But I feel that same way. I think the third person is just too much.
And he was the weakest one of the bunch to me. Excalibur was very strong, and Jim Ross is very strong.
Right.
He's just weak.
Right.
But
So,
anyway.
like I say, and I think he just seemed weak in comparison.
He just was. Yeah,
Like, again,
not
in the
against him,
pre-show, I enjoyed his commentary.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just when he
fine.
got,
This three-way it just
Right.
didn't work.
he was the weak guy of the bunch. I agree. All right, so they kicked it off with Battle Royal, right? The Casino
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
And like I told you earlier, I didn't think this Battle Royal was as good as the first one.
I didn't either. I thought a lot of it,
It was good, but it wasn't as
Yeah.
good.
I think it was a cool concept.
Yeah, the five guys coming out at one time.
I think it was just, you lose that
I didn't
ooh ah,
get it.
who's next? You know what I mean? Like, it was like diamonds and
Like I said,
you
if
just
it
get
would have been
everybody.
team diamonds, team clubs, and you're all fighting
Right.
for at the end, like all five of y'all, like, you know what? Screw this diamond clubs.
Yeah.
We got to throw somebody out.
Yeah.
But it didn't come out like
Or
that.
even, like, I don't know, maybe if I don't know, maybe if it had just been presented different on the entrances. And I don't know the best way with that. You could have done it.
No,
but
that concept did not work. And as soon as Heyman come out, you knew he was winning.
Yeah.
You knew he was winning.
Honestly, I felt like whoever was that wild card was going to win regardless.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know.
I mean, whether it was Heyman, whether it was, originally supposed to be Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley, whatever, whether it was supposed to be Mississippi's own Marco Stunt.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just saying, like, whoever got that card, you pretty much knew was winning. And I think maybe what would have been cool is just to swerve everybody was not to have the winner be that guy. You know what I mean?
Did you see Marco getting stowed out the way I saw?
Yeah, like, here, let me pounce you this way.
I mean, but I'm just saying, did you not see it as soon as you saw them two in the ring?
Oh, yeah, because
they've already done this.
Right, you've seen it before. But
like, now they're going to do it on pay-per-view for everybody. So.
And honestly, it didn't look as good as the last time I'd seen it.
No, exactly, because it was too close up. Last time it was from far back camera.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, I was just happy that one of Mississippi's own was there. He's been in Pro Wrestling Ego several times, so super cool. But I agree, it wasn't as good.
I mean, in the end, Adam won.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much what I expected.
Right.
I don't like expected wrestling. I like surprises.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Sammy Guevara versus Kip Sabian. Good match.
Right, I agree.
SCU versus Strong Hearts.
I dug that.
Some of the guys, I'd never seen Strong Hearts, but one guy, Seema, I'd seen him before.
Right.
I enjoyed the hell of that
match.
I really
like that match as well. I think that's what I'm going to like about AEW is you're not going to get just your American wrestlers.
Yeah.
And when you do get someone from outside, they're going to be kind of taken seriously. So I dug that match as well.
And to me, weakest match on the card was Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, Kylie Ray, and Austin Kong. And I was so excited because I'm a huge Kong mark. And Kong ain't in the match 4 minutes.
When it came on, I was like, Shay, Logan Creed's gonna be happy. But
and you saw the match, and it wasn't.
Well, and I don't think it was. I think it was a good match. I think it was just one of those
they protected the big girls to keep them from getting beat, and it just wasn't that good.
Because the match itself really wasn't that long.
No, it's probably 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, overall I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that it was fresh people. I enjoyed that Kong was a surprise. Like I think a lot of people expected Brandy Rhodes to put herself in it when she came out and she was in the wrestling gear. So I do think she swerved people by that, which I enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah, that was a good little word. I wish the cameras would have stayed the hell off of her during the match. Yeah. They kept zooming in on her, and I'm like, why? I'm like, there's a match going on right there in the ring. Quit showing her face.
I mean, I'm almost glad that the finish was the way it was because that way it wasn't predicted. If she would have came in and won, I do think you would have been like, well, I saw it coming.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that match of how they set it up.
So, I mean, Britt Baker wins.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the finish was fine. Her winning was fine.
Right.
It's just the match itself wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Best Friends versus, like I said,
Jack Evans and
Helico. That was a really good match. It really was.
Yeah, I'm a fan of all those guys. So.
And when the Smash Brothers come out, I was like, wow, that's awesome.
The crowd was chanting, who are you?
Yeah. The ones that knew and the ones that didn't. You could tell there was...
or who are these guys or whatever. That was pretty funny.
And then, oh, God, this is a Japanese women's match, and I'm going to tear these names up.
I'm going to let you have fun.
Okay, I'm going to stick with their first names because I think I can get those.
All right.
So it was Ryo, oh, shit.
And
Hikira.
Yeah.
Versus Aja Kong, Yuka, and Emi. And honestly, it was bad. A really badass match. I hadn't seen Aja Kong in years. That woman's got to be in her 50s, I believe. Right. And she's out there, and she was going with these young guys.
Absolutely.
And I mean, busted her butt. Really, 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 really enjoyed that match.
Yeah, I agree. I
thought
really
that was the women's match of the night, by far. The other one just was
very hard hitting, so it was a good match.
Yeah. And you saw where the bell ringer screwed up at the end?
I didn't know.
He rung it too early.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he rung it on the wrong winners. And the crowd's like, you effed up. I'm like, okay. And he did, like, big time, because it wasn't even right win.
Yeah, I was watching but doing other things, so I must have missed that part because I didn't realize it.
So the timekeeper did a really crappy job, or whoever rang the bell did a really crappy job, something. But anyway. Then it was Cody Rhodes versus the natural Dustin Rhodes.
Yep.
And I thought the match was really awesome.
Yeah, heck of a match. I think it lived up to the hype. The blood did help. I agree with that.
Like it, I ain't gonna say it saved it, but it added a lot of emotion.
Yeah,
to
probably the favorite spot for me was setting up for the blood.
Yeah.
Is when he set Cody up on the ropes for the Shattered Dreams, and Cody pulled the turnbuckle pads. I was like, you got to choose. Do you want to kick me here, or do you want to hurt your foot?
Yeah.
You know, so I dug that. It was a cool way of getting the turnbuckle pad off.
Or whatever he got gigged or whatever happened. That was a flow.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when
at one point you saw his eye socket was like aiming down. It looked like a waterfall of blood. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it definitely had a little speed to it. So,
yeah.
however where they hid that bag at in his suit to pump that blood out like that.
Yeah, it's called his heart.
Yeah, I can't. That was cool. I just wondered. There's a lot of fake ketchup and stuff they were shooting out there.
Crazy.
But Crimson Mask.
Yes.
So
he was half red and then he was full red.
So I dug it. Overall, strong match. Cody won, right?
Yeah,
I remember that correct.
Cody won.
So it was really cool.
And then Brett did the belt reveal, which brought out.
And I guess I missed all of that because I didn't see any of the belt reveal.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I had to go put my girls run the water for my daughters or whatever. Or I don't know. But I missed all of that because I didn't see any of it.
I'm trying to remember. Heyman comes out. Then MJF comes out, and then two other people come out. It was kind of a cluster. This is probably one of the weakest parts of the show. But they wound up, of course, running MJF off, you know. So he's basically like, I was in the Battle Royal. I was always expected. I wasn't a wild card, blah, blah, blah. Out come Jungle Boy and somebody else, and I can't remember who it was. I didn't write it down. But the best part to me was MJF yelling at Brett going, hey, Brett, watch out, a fan. And Brett's like, so I thought that was fun.
Yeah, MJF definitely had lines of the night with that, and I'm sorry, Lieutenant Dan.
Yes.
So those are all cool.
That was the best part of that guy being in the match.
Yeah.
But then it was the Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros.
This was a really, really good match.
I enjoyed it, but it was just one of those matches where you kick out everything.
Yep, spotty, but in a good way for me. Like, I enjoyed a lot of the things they did made sense. A lot of the way they set things up made sense. Got to see.
I liked that they played off of that and had a match in quite a while, and they kept screwing shit up.
Right.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I dug that. I dug the Brain Buster.
Yes, El Generico,
which was funny following last night where El Generico said y'all could ask me about AEW. So
he got a big crowd chant started.
But overall, good match, solid match.
And then Jericho versus Omega, and I thought the match itself was really great.
Yeah.
No problems with it. What'd you think? Did you see Jericho's new finish?
Back elbow?
Spinning back elbow. I didn't really get it.
A little bit lackluster for me.
I was him. I would stick with the code breaker.
Yeah, or anything.
I didn't really get it.
No,
I mean, thought it was okay, but it wasn't great.
I don't know. I just, you're building up this Judas effect. Mm-hmm. And then it's just an elbow. Like,
why aren't you laying down?
So,
remember Masato Tanaka, the guy who used to wrestle Mike Awesome? He had to spin an elbow. But it was forward.
Right.
I mean, and I got the back elbows. I guess it's kind of like a surprise. You don't really see it coming. And he didn't go for it all night long. So I did like that it was only used once. And
now, now that we kind of really know what it is, and, I think it'll be one of those that can be out of nowhere, you know. So I do think it'll be a cool thing over time. I just think,
It was a cool place to introduce it. It really was.
Yeah, I guess so.
And the fact that Omega's one of these guys that didn't get beat for freaking ever.
Right.
And now he got beat with it. So that added to it.
Yeah, it definitely did. So I don't know. I guess overall if you can have the people's elbow, you can have Judas's elbow.
Right. Like I said, Tanaka had a forward elbow, So Dusty Rhodes had
then we get Jon Moxley coming out, DDT and everybody.
Everybody in the referee.
Even the referee. Speaking of the referees, God, I hated their shirts. They bothered me so much. And
the big old patch.
No, they were these
stripes were huge.
Stripes. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
It was so like untraditional, but in a traditional way that it backfired. I think I'd just rather seen a yellow shirt or something.
Prisoner stripes, except vertical.
I don't know. They were tough. But overall, I enjoyed AEW.
But even the announcers had the big old AEW patch.
I don't mind that. I don't mind Brandy. So
I'd put that on the back, or the shoulder.
Maybe that would have helped.
Not in the middle of your titty. This ain't freaking McWendy's.
McWendy's.
Exactly.
Home of the
I don't want to get
Burger
sued,
Queen.
so I just made up one and combined them together.
Home of the Burger Queen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, overall, I really enjoyed it.
You don't know where the clown and the king and the queen are, huh?
No.
I can tell.
Have anything. I enjoyed the MLW this week. I know you haven't watched it, so I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will say 2 things on that. Well,
what
3
are the
things.
matches? Do you remember that?
Not really.
Okay.
I remember some of them. It was basically Let's Build Contra.
Okay. Well, that's what they've been trying to do.
Contra attacked everything.
Good.
If you moved, Contra beat you up. Let's just say Contra beat up one person that was kind of a surprise. So I'm not going to ruin that for you because I know you'll enjoy it. I will say that the highly anticipated, highly hyped Barrington Hughes and Ace Romero versus the Contra Squad was just as exciting as Barrington Hughes versus Samael. And it goes to show you that if you knock Barrington Hughes down, he will get beat.
Get up.
And he doesn't even try. It's like,
so gravity is.
What's the thing like where you like quit breathing when you go to sleep?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
like
about.
sleep apnea or whatever.
Sleep apnea.
I think Barrington has that, but his just comes on faster.
You're a big person, you know?
I think if he ever lays flat, he just goes to sleep. I mean, like standing, he's like, okay, I'm the Caramel Colossus. Go down. He becomes sleepy from the freaking 7 doors. I don't know what it is because literally it was like it was cool. They stabbed Ace Romero in the back of the head with a spike.
He's a good bleeder. He really is.
And then I think he might have bled, but I'm not sure.
Did he do the dive?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Like Barrington and Ace had him there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
They paired off each in the corners. Barrington was getting beat up. Ace beat up the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel came over to help Barrington. As he did, homeboy spiked him in the back of the head. He went down. Barrington took a couple punches, got knocked down, moonsault to the legs, and that was it. Like literally, he goes to sleep when he lays down. I don't know what it is.
Saying you don't want to book Barrington Hughes?
Remember, I don't know if you remember, like I grew up with like cousins who were like girls, so they had the baby dolls. Like their eyes would be open when they were up, but if you lay them down, their eyes will automatically close. I think that's Barrington. He's like awake, closed, awake, closed. And I think Barrington's like a cool character, like as far as being that big and all that. But MLW is doing nothing to make him legit. Like they really started pushing him as this big guy, blah blah blah. And they did a good job in the early beginnings, but now it's like Barrington, lay down and take a nap. Okay, like literally, it was horrible. And that's not. I don't think that's Barrington's fault. You know what I mean? I think that's just the way he's being handled. But man, it is not helping him.
Was that the main event?
Thankfully, no.
Oh, okay.
Because if it was, I would have been like thumbs down. Nothing could have saved it. So
what's the main
event? The big guy from Germany, Avalanche.
Oh yeah.
Versus
that
Tom
was
Lawlor.
Week,
it was a good match. Really good match.
Good.
I do remember some. We got Low Key and Ricky Martinez versus Mr. Grimm and Troy Hollywood. Squash match.
That's what it sounds like. I recognize neither one of those names.
Yeah, Mr. Grimm's like a Midwest guy. I think he's wrestling a good bit. He's like Hitman for hire. He's a good worker. The Troy Hollywood I'm not familiar with, but it didn't matter because he didn't matter in this show. They protected like Mr. Grimm by like knocking him out of the ring, and he just laid out on the floor so he didn't get beat up.
There you go.
And then there was another match, and I can't remember what it was.
I have no idea, bro.
I wish I did, but I don't. So
the sun kicked my butt. I was in the sun most of the day, and when I went to go inside, man, I was just so wore out. It just drained my energy.
But overall, that's what I've watched.
Okay.
So again, AEW was really good. And you got some wrestling toys?
Well, something my friend gave me, what I was just talking about. We was doing some work. And this was a set that come out a few years ago.
Hot Wheels. Mucha Lucha Hot Wheels.
Kind of hard to see.
I don't know if you can see that, if that helps. I see people do that. I don't know if that helps.
But there's designs on each car.
Yeah, this one has Mucha Lucha. It has almost, I don't know who this is supposed to be. Jathin.
Like I said, the Mexican names, I'm not wanting to screw them up. So
Radical Wrestler 1 of 5. This is a 56 Flash Cider. I don't know if you can see that guy. Try to zoom it in best I can.
You're on the wrong side of the camera. You have my face.
I got it.
Okay.
So there's that.
And the extra is El Electro.
Yeah, Mazda MX-5 Miata. Super cool look on this. Got the wrestler on the hood. Try to get you that. There it is.
Oh, I got two of those.
Two of those.
I forgot about that. And this is a Sumo Samo. And I remember this Mondo Lucha a few years ago. This has been a few years back.
This is a 1934 Ford. It's got Sumo Samo on the side. Try to get a good shot of that. There that is. And then I have here a 1959 Cadillac. And just I guess this is like the Mucha Lucha mascot car. Just has a kind of wicked sick face right there on the hood.
Yep.
Very cool of that. And then ending it out
this is Guerrero
yeah, it's a 1969 Chevy Guerrero dos Carsas.
That's it, yeah.
And Dos Carsas, is that not? Yeah.
Okay.
Is that not Alberto Del Rio?
I believe so. That's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember.
Very cool set. I had this set probably 10 or 12 years ago.
But I thought it was cool. Like, he gave me this kind of like payment for helping him out all day.
So,
and I was like, that's really cool. So I'll keep those for a while.
Yeah, anytime you can work for wrestling, it's great, huh?
I usually do a good job.
So overall, it was a good day. August 31st.
You want to show them the book?
Oh, we'll do that in a different episode.
Okay.
Spoiler, got a book. You'll see that later. August 31st, Pro Wrestling EO returns to Pearl. We're working on a few things between now and August 31st, but right now that August 31st is the first one confirmed, and it will be the return of Squared Circle Survival. So looking forward to that. This will be the third year the last 2 years, Nightmare Jeremiah won the medallion. He was the Squared Circle Survivor, and he used that to cash in to break up the Boot Boys. JD Jenkins won it the next year. And he used it to get his match with O'Shea Edwards, which led him to being the path to Pride Champion. So we have the medallion has definitely been used to succeed in Ego and getting things done. So we're looking forward to that. And it'll be 6 men this year in a 6-man gauntlet. Every year the match kind of changes a little bit, but the end result is the same. We get one guy standing victor and being the Squared Circle Survivor. So looking forward to that. Cool. But that's been this episode of Ego on Break. So until next time, watch wrestling.